Hey, what's going on, everybody? Max here with BB, and today for 10 minutes max, I'm going to explain to you why this is the perfect setup to be super bullish. I want to share a few different things that you've probably seen me discuss before, a little bit of kind of macro confluence, all coming together, in my opinion, at the perfect spot. Probably also go over 10 minutes. But before we get into the charts, guys, if you could do me a solid, please consider liking and also subscribing if you are new here. Your guys' consistent likes and subscriptions of the BB YouTube channel are the reason that we are growing so quickly. And again, we are so appreciative of your support. So please take one quick moment, help support us, and hit that like button. Here we've got Bitcoin. And now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to add on DXY. All right. So DXY is our dollar index. Let me add, I will just, yeah, we'll just bring it up. That's fine. So what we're going to do is look at the relationship real quick of DXY versus Bitcoin. All right. And then right after that, we're going to just spend a minute on this, and then we're going to move over to something a little bit more crypto specific. But I want to set the stage with this because it's pretty incredible in my opinion, right? And I don't think it should be ignored. So in my opinion, I mean, we're clearly just sitting in this range right here. Okay, DXY has just been ranging forever. All right. You've got your range high, you've got your range low. It's very, very clear, right? And of course, then here's Bitcoin. But let's put a few little drawings on here and just look at the relationship, right? So basically last cycle, end of 2021 to 2022, you can see that DXY went straight up in a straight line. And of course, Bitcoin had a pretty aggressive bear market. Okay. So again, we're going to kind of fly through this and get to something a little bit more crypto specific. But this is important because it all comes together. All right. So you can see DXY up, higher time frame, Bitcoin down. And again, there's certain weeks where they can kind of sync up and do whatever. But on the higher time frames, it works very, very well, right? It works very, very well. Now let's take a look at this local top here, right? So back in October, DXY put in this little deviation of the range high. And let's just take a look at what happened with Bitcoin, right? So DXY moves down, right? And then what happened with Bitcoin? So then this high corresponded to this prominent low here for Bitcoin, right? So as DXY is moving down, Bitcoin again is moving up. All right. So you're starting to understand the relationship. And again, we can even look at we can point to these highs right here and these lows, and you can say, oh, this high on DXY, lines up. It's pretty, it's pretty cool, right? You can see that there's a very clear correlation and relationship here. But I just wanted to point out a couple little examples as to on the higher time frames how things move here. And when I look at DXY here, I say DXY looks cooked. DXY looks like it wants to go straight down to the range low. Probably retest 100. I think it's going to roll over here locally. We kind of have, like a little local trend line that is our last line of defense here. I would expect it to roll over. Subsequently, in confluence, I would expect Bitcoin to then move up like this. Okay, so again, just another rollover of DXY as a tailwind for the next Bitcoin leg up. Now, let's move over to something a little bit more crypto specific. All right, this is USDTD. All right, so I'll add on Bitcoin here just as a little bit of confluence, just to show you guys that are unfamiliar with it. But basically, this is a perfect negative correlation to crypto, right? USDTD down, crypto up. Okay, and just a little bit more context for those that are newer to this. USDTD is USDT or tether dominance. So it's basically a percentage. And think of a pie chart. Okay, what percentage of the crypto pie does tether represent? All right, so right now it's 4.90%. So when tether dominance is dropping down, that means it's losing market share. It's losing that percentage of the pie. Okay, so what does that mean? The presumption, and it's the truth, is that people are then swapping tether into Bitcoin and ETH and meme coins, and they'd rather hold volatile crypto assets than a stable coin. All right. So what we want is we want crypto to go up and we want tether dominance to go straight down in a straight line. So I'll do a real quick example here. We'll throw up Bitcoin down below, and I will just show you guys real quick the relationship between USDTD and Bitcoin. All right, and then we're going to get into basically what I want to talk about here. Okay, so just real quick, obviously you can see Bitcoin goes straight down right here, and then you can see that at that very same point, Tether goes straight up, or USDTD goes straight up. People selling Bitcoin into Tether. And then, of course, again, more recently, you can see USDTD going straight down, which is great, what we want to see. And at that very same point, Bitcoin going straight up. Okay. So just a real quick crash course on what the heck we are looking at. Now I'm going to take Bitcoin off the screen and we're just going to look at USDTD now that we understand the relationship. Okay. So for one, everything is just lining up perfectly. Okay. For one, this, and I'll redraw this here. Okay. You can chart USDTD and it charts very cleanly. All right. So going all the way back to 2021, we can identify, in my opinion, the most important area on the chart. And I'll just put it back to gray. All right. The most important level on the chart, and I'll just make this green. I had it purple from before, but whatever. So again, resistance last bull market. We finally broke through it, had, a total, bear market despair. Bitcoin went to, sub 20K. And then, of course, right here, you can see that as this bull market started, resistance actually was support here, came back, retested it, held here for a little bit, obviously ended up nuking through it. And now we're on the other side of it again. All right. If this was just some altcoin, right? If you were looking at this chart and you're like, all right, this is, Poopcoin USD, would you want to long this level right here? Would you feel comfortable longing this into this, monster SR level that, we spent a significant amount of time, bobbing and weaving, resistance, support, support. Now we're underneath it, resistance. Would you want to long into this? I would not. I certainly would not. Okay. Absolutely, I would not. So when I look at this, I say to myself, oh my, like this thing is going to nuke. Like look at all of the interaction we've had with this important level on the chart, especially recently. All right, especially recently. So on top of that, what else do we need to know? One, so you'll probably see it's a little small, but you'll see these like little numbers, red and green numbers. This is the TD sequential indicator. Okay, it's free. You get it on TradingView. This is on the weekly time frame, and basically, you can Google what it does. Okay, but basically, what it does is it will identify sort of when you've had a certain number of consecutive, the specific parameters for a candle close, and consecutive candles in a row that meet the criteria, right? So basically, when you see what I have mine set to is 7, 8, and 9. Typically, that is sort of your threshold for when you're getting to the end of a trend, whether it's up or down. And it has, for USDTD, marked some pretty significant, shifts of trend, right? So even looking at, recently right here, and then, we'll mark another one, significant right there. Also, mark this low right here. Oops. And then, of course, recently marked this low. And then we just printed a TD7 right here. So the last 1, 2, 3, 4, and now maybe 5 major high time frame pivots have been marked by this TD sequential indicator. And then again, going back a little bit further, marked this one pretty well. Locally, this one pretty well. This one was off by a little bit. It's not perfect, but the last, handful have been pretty damn good. Okay. On top of that, what are these vertical lines here? I marked out when the weekly stochastic RSI, which is a momentum oscillator, has crossed over and basically put in a bearish cross. Okay. So what do we see here? Right. Let's look at the last couple. All right. So one started to roll over right here. I need to make that thicker. Rolled over right here. Right. Let's mark this out with the chart. Confluence, TD sequential, TD 789. Again, TD 789, significant highs, crossover. And again, I mean, we could mark this one too. I forgot this one. This was a bearish cross as well, just didn't go quite as high. Again, look at what happened to USDTD. Again, we just crossed over today. Significant high, TD 789. I think that this thing looks cooked. Okay. I think that this thing genuinely looks cooked. I think that USDTD is about to roll over aggressively. And I think that that's going to play a major part in igniting this next leg of the bull market. Where would I be targeting? Probably this level right about here. Like this is a very significant level. You can see all of the interaction from last cycle, right in here. Again, this level, right here, right here. I think we're going to end up rolling over, and you're going to see this probably sub 3% at some point. Maybe we have like a mid-cycle correction and then, go again, whatever. Point being is my target is going to be this level, somewhere around here, which of course would be super, super bullish for Bitcoin, for crypto, for everything. And again, I will just throw that back on here real quick. So here's Bitcoin. I'll just leave it down here. Understanding the relationship once again, where if we get this rollover right here and USDTD goes down, we would expect Bitcoin to move up with haste. So that's it for today, guys. Okay. That was 10 minutes max, brought to you by BB. We didn't go too much over 10 minutes. Not bad. Guys, I'm very, very excited about the future. We've been patient. We've been holding through this reaccumulation. It's taken a while. Do me a solid again before you guys go. Please like and also subscribe if you are new here. Last but not least, check out the links in the description below. The first link in the description below is to our Discord. You can sign up right now. We do over 2.5 hours a day of private live voice calls with me and the rest of the Because Bitcoin team. We share private setups, analysis, TA, active positions, things we don't talk about here on YouTube or on X. Absolutely tremendous value. And again, if you want to communicate with me and the BB team 24/7, the Discord is certainly for you. And a little bit of a bonus, within the next month, you are going to get free access to our new flagship product called the BB Terminal. It's got portfolio tracking, derivatives data, heat maps, high time frame DCA indicators, everything that you can need to succeed in these markets. Again, you're going to get that for free included in your Discord membership. So tremendous value there. We are very excited about the release of it. Second link in the description below is to the BB Academy. Me and the BB team created a masterclass to help you speed run your educational journey in these markets. If you want to expedite your journey, save yourself weeks, quarters, years, even learning the wrong things in these markets. There's a lot of people teaching TA. Learn it from us. We share every single one of our tips, secrets. We apply context, TA, FA, macro, literally everything you could need to understand what's going on in these markets into one very affordable, neat, and tidy package. The BB Academy. It's truly a masterclass. And again, prices are going up very soon, so consider checking that out sooner rather than later. It's tremendous value. Okay, so check that out. Second link in the description below. Support BB, and we will support you in your educational journey towards navigating these markets. So guys, thanks so much for being here. Please like and subscribe, and we will see you tomorrow. Take care.